Artie? What is it?
A Judascope. Didn't you ever see one?
No, what does it do?
Watch and you'll find out. See, when they get to the slaughterhouse, he ducks to one side and the silly sheep go in to get their throats cut. That black devil knows it.
Taz exclusives. The dude who calls himself the GOAT. The greatest on all topics, he says he is. And if I don't forget, in the description box will be 2 videos. One titled Taz Exclusives is the New Black Media. And another one I titled The White Man's Ice is Colder, where I talked about the pattern of him and people like him. People that were like him before he was, because at the end of the day, he's just another hotep. I want to take another look at if this dude's suggestions can even be trusted when it comes to situations involving the cops. Now, I knew that the answer is no. I knew that years ago. I also want to show you what I mean when I say that these black power people get their everything from white people. Like in the title of where I got the clips I'm going to play from. He said a black wall of silence, he suggested in the title, which is, a cheap knockoff of the police's blue wall of silence. Like a black Santa Claus. Let me let you hear something. This is not from the Black Wall video. This came off the Cash Gods channel.
Oh, here it is. Do Haiti have a black government?
A black government that goes to the white man.
Do Haiti have a black military?
A black military that wouldn't dare shake nothing against no white man. Yes, they do.
Do Haiti have its own currency?
What is it worth?
What is Black Americans' currency worth? What's the name of our currency?
The American dollar has been
that's what Black Americans got. So what's the name? So what's the name of the Black American military?
The U.S. Army. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. I didn't know. They doing all that for black. They doing all that for black. You see that shit?
Defined everything and everybody according to white people, even the money. He asks, what is it worth? Which means it's not worth as much as white people's money in his mind. And I'm not going to do too much talking in between these clips either. But hoteps like Taz be having the nerve to question a Brandon Tatum on why he holds white people up to the highest of esteems. Hoteps don't think that they think just like a Candace Owens does. Mr. B1, he calls himself. Black first, it means. He black only. He said that on numerous occasions. Only black he is. He attacks people. He even attacks people for having anything white around them. Why? Well, because he's so black.
Like I said, we'll talk about the specifics of the case later on, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. At this point, we need coverage, period. I mean, like I said, I'm not telling nobody to go out and cover criminal acts, but shit, can we get some type of coverage while the police ain't justifying Jack? I know what you saw. I understand. But until the police say it's justified, can you shut up? Is it possible that maybe you can shut your mouth and wait until the police say that it was justified? And then maybe, it won't even be on the front page no more. It'll be over with. We won't hear about it. You know the way white people do shit. Because that's how they do it.
This nigga just said that we should wait for the white police to tell us that if the shooting of Micaiah was wrong or not. Instead, we should do like the white people do and lie for each other. That's what he means when he said coverage. He knows that the cop was well within reason and old girl was about to hurt some folks, but he's mad that people are not lying about it. This is why his positions on these matters and many others should not be trusted. A man who telling people to lie. I want people to really see that new Black Media video to hear what he did there, too.
No, y'all too busy showing that black shit. And see, I know you got to show something like I know, I knew it. This is me we talking about. But y'all don't even hold it. You're not even with it, dog. You're not even with it at all. Sometimes, yeah, dog, some black people got to get thrown under the bus. It is what it is. But damn, a 16-year-old that just got shot and the police ain't justifying it yet. You're just going off of what you see. But you're not an expert, right? So shouldn't you just be quiet, fall back, and wait?
Then went on to say that we shouldn't even believe our own eyes and wait for white people to tell us what we saw. I've told y'all that all that black power yelling means nothing. They worship white people and will refuse to see us as in any other position than beneath them. Now, the reason he's upset with people telling the truth about this Micaiah thing. On his channel is a video I did just over a month ago titled Taz Greasing Black Identity, where you can hear him show you what he thinks of black people. He went on to do more live streams after that, and here's some audio from one of them.
See, what you've been taught is to sit around and cry and whine like, oh, why isn't it a hate crime? They always doing it to us. Instead of paying attention to the overall goal. You've been trained to run around and think like a victim, a loser, which is why we continue to lose, playing victim.
Said that the victim mindset is a loser mindset. Even though the victim card that him and the other hoteps like him is the card that they play. This is why he has a problem with the shooting. It's because he can't play the card on this one. Let's hear what he said in that same video of the clip I just played.
See, that victim pathology that people used to say we had? Well, again, they beat it out of you and gave it to another group of people now. You know, since you don't want to embrace your own history. Since you've written off your reality. Well, now another people cashing in on it. You can't tell me we don't look foolish. You can't tell me we don't look foolish. We literally will give our arguments away to people who don't even qualify for it. They're 1 year into something we've seen for centuries. And what we doing? We ready to move on like it ain't even happening, man. You got black folks so happy with the situation in America, they willing to look at this like it ain't even a problem.
He says they beat the loser mindset out of us and we're happy to let the Asians steal it from us, after calling it a loser mindset to have in the first place. He says we're letting our victim pathology slip out of our hands and into the hands of Asians. Struggling to hold on to the victim loser card he is. He even lied and said that Asians only been targeted for 1 year, but anybody who knows the history of this country knows that Asians been on the menu as well as others, and white people been on the menu but in a different way. But you know, that's some commentary for maybe another day. But this is why he been over there yelling at people for telling the truth about what happened out there. He feels that our identity of victim is being stolen. He feels powerless without it. These black power people see us as nothing more or nothing less than white people's bitches. And I've been telling y'all that for years, but folks continue to be captivated, then captured by their counterfeit black empowerment talk. Then the man does nothing but preach black victim pathology. All of his channels are jam-packed with misery, with the misery of black people. Jam-packed with it. Shootings, beatings, slavery, false incarcerations, and so on and so on. Playing on people's emotions. Because it loser talk when he hears it coming out of the mouth of his fellow artificial pro-blacks. Even calls them hustlers. Hustling black people's reality. Even though he got Patreon, Cash App, PayPal, the membership thing on here where you got to pay to join and all that. He got it all. But here where he, once again, as he's done on numerous occasions, had the nerve to say in that same video where he mentioned loser pathology, hear what he says about other people. He got the nerve.
We're done. We're done here. This is why I really ain't with the same old conversations that you might see some having. All this silly ass talk about freedom and liberation. And man, people need a basic education first. People need a basic education first. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of these pro-black YouTubers are here to get your money. They play with your emotions.